When MBA applicants are applying to top 10 programs, they often consider both the Yale School of Management and the Haas School of Business at UC Berkeley. How are these two programs similar? How are they different? That's what we'll cover in this deep dive on Yale versus Haas. First, let's start with how Yale and Haas are similar. One commonality is rankings. As I mentioned, both are considered top 10 programs. While there are fluctuations, which is par for the course with any ranking system, both Yale and Haas do quite well overall and often rank within a few places of each other. So you can rest assured that either program comes with a prestigious reputation. Of course, rankings and prestige should only be a starting point for your decision, so let's keep digging. Another similarity is class size. Both Yale and Haas are what we consider to be small MBA programs. Yale's class is typically around 350, with 339 reported in the most recent class. Haas's class is typically around 250, with 244 reported in the most recent class, making it one of the smallest top-ranked U.S. business schools. Students at both Yale and Haas tend to interact with all their classmates at some point during the two-year program and know each other well. They also report having greater access to professors and highly engaged alumni networks. It's worth noting that despite their small class sizes, both Yale and Haas offer very diverse communities. Many students choose these schools because of their welcoming environment and tight-knit communities, which could be why both are on your list. One question we're commonly asked about both Yale and Haas: is it a nonprofit school? Indeed, both schools are known for their mission focus and deep-rooted cultural values that prioritize making an impact. Yale's mission is to educate leaders for business and society. The mission at Haas is to help extraordinary people achieve great things. However, Yale and Haas graduates don't necessarily make an impact within the nonprofit sector. In fact, both Yale and Haas only send about 2% of their graduates to nonprofit or public sector roles. This is quite surprising for two schools that consistently top the list of best nonprofit MBA programs. The lesson here is that neither program is just a nonprofit school. So if not nonprofit, what careers are Yale and Haas graduates pursuing? Here's where we start to see some real differences. At Yale, around 44% of the most recent class went into consulting, followed by 22% going into finance, and 10% going into tech. These top three industries are also top three for Haas. However, a much larger percentage of the Haas class goes into tech. In fact, tech is the top industry for Haas graduates. At Haas, around 30% of the most recent class went into tech, followed by 28% into consulting and 15% to finance. With a curriculum focused on innovation and its location near Silicon Valley, it's not surprising that such a large percentage of Haas graduates work in tech after business school. Another difference is on the academic side. Broadly speaking, both programs take a hybrid teaching approach. Neither is purely a case method school nor purely lecture-based. Both employ a mix of teaching methods, but each program touts its own pedagogy. For Yale, that's the raw case format. In Yale classes, students receive information as they would receive it as real managers. They conduct research, pull reports, get access to real-time data, and have to sort through it all. Yale believes this approach prepares students to handle real-life ambiguity and think broadly about problems. After all, real-world problems don't arise in neat packages. Another signature academic experience at Yale is the Global Studies requirement. Yale was the first U.S. MBA program to introduce this requirement, which includes classroom study plus a 10-day in-country trip. At Haas, innovation and experiential learning are core to their learning experience. More than half of Haas's electives feature hands-on projects. Students must take at least one applied innovation course, where the 20 course options include topics such as clean tech to market, product design, and the startup lab, and involve real projects with companies or consulting work. Ultimately, both Yale and Haas seek to prepare their graduates to solve real-world business problems, but they do take different academic approaches to get you there. You may find that one approach resonates more with you than the other. We've covered the difference in career outcomes and academic approaches, but we haven't covered one obvious difference: location. Both Yale and Haas fit under the category of hybrid location schools. Neither is in a true urban setting like Columbia and New York City, but they're also not in remote campus towns like Dartmouth Tuck. You end up with a healthy balance of opportunities at either Yale or Haas. But Yale is on the East Coast and Haas is on the West Coast, which means two different cultures, networks, and sets of opportunities. Most Yale students live nearby in New Haven, and students report that New Haven is a great college town where you see your classmates out and about. Yale's location offers easy access to major East Coast cities, being about 2.5 hours by train from both Boston and New York City. Haas's location in Berkeley allows for easy access to San Francisco. Some students even live in San Francisco their second year. It also comes with opportunities to build a network in the Bay Area more broadly and to venture outside to explore Northern California. According to one student, you can go snowboarding one weekend and surfing the next. So which do you prefer, Yale or Haas? Or do you like them both? I encourage you to download our school's insiders guides for more in-depth information on both schools. You can also click the link below to sign up for a free 30-minute consultation to discuss your profile and target schools. Want to learn even more about these schools? Check out onTrack by mbaMission, our robust on-demand MBA application platform that gives you dozens of lessons and exercises for Haas and Yale and many other top business schools. And check out the next video on how to get into Haas. Best of luck on your applications.